Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. We are today February 3rd, 2017. And welcome back to all of you who are watching this particular video. So today I wanted to follow up with the first half of the video where I was talking about having the courage to leave the place of work. And sadly enough, I have not prepared this. So please bear with me. This is just from, wanted to share a couple of tips to you guys. So, what do I believe in? Let's say that, okay, you have a job and you realize that this is not what I want to do. This is not my career. This is not in the field that I want to go into, and I want to leave it. What is the first thing that you have to do? We'll talk about a country specifically. You can apply this video however it relates to you, okay? But I'll relate to the country of the United States of America, since this is a country where I lived. In the US, you have to understand that it's a country where it's consumer based. So you have to start cutting out some of your expenses. Trust me, guys, it's been over a year since I haven't had any telephone. I don't use a phone, and I don't use a phone for various reasons. The first thing is that my phone just went off. And from it breaking and me, trying to find a new phone and having privacy for a week and seeing how I had so many things done, I kept myself without a telephone. So the first thing, you're going to have to cut expenses that you don't need. I feel like a lot of people are not disciplined enough. They have a lot of expenses. They can't keep up. And of course, they need the job because without the job, they can't pay all these stupid expenses that they have. So that's the very first thing that you want to do. You want to be able to cut out your expenses from your job. Okay, the expenses. Look at your lifestyle. Look at how you live, and think about: do you need all of that? What can you eliminate? All right, that's very important. The second thing, I feel like if you have a partner, if you have a companion, someone that you are legally bind with, not just a boyfriend and a girlfriend. If you have a boyfriend or girlfriend, just treat it as such, because this is very important. Okay, this is extremely important. If you have another companion, discuss that with your companion. Sit there with your companion and tell your significant other, you know what, this job is not working for me. Okay, I need to leave this job. And you and that person will set up a plan. If you are a more creative person, then maybe the person for the next couple of years can take on the bigger bills. Maybe you can have some type of way where you set up, you cut out the expenses. And then if you have children, you can stay at home with your children, and you work your schedule around your children's schedule. If they have to go to daycare, if they have to go to school, you work around their schedule. And as you're doing that, you have to have your own schedule. I think that jumping the broom and just taking your risk, it has to be that you just can't do it anymore. I was working and I got to the point where I told you I had one more week. I couldn't. The week prior to that, I forced myself to get up out of bed to do it. You should never have to put yourself in such a situation. Okay? The second thing that you have to do is take care of the important things. It's very important. What I realized, my passport was expired, right? What is the first thing for me to transition back to Haiti? To actually have my ticket. I bought my ticket in December. I did my passport in November. I was slacking off. I was slacking off. And I think the major thing why I slacked off, every time I got paid, I did other things with my money, but I never took care of the important things. Every time I got paid, I did other things with my money, but I absolutely did not do the most important thing. If you know that, okay, you know what, I'm going to dive in and I'm going to do something totally new, then you need to take care of the important things. So for my case, my important thing was get my passport done, get my flight ticket and start purchasing the things that I will need to work in Haiti. That was my priority. Okay. What is it now? That's the second thing that we talked about. The third thing that I'm going to tell you is, what is your plan? You need a plan. You absolutely need a plan. Because really, guys, unless this video is geared toward working adults, and life is hard for everyone these days, and everybody is with a tight budget. We are all in a tight budget, but there are still people who are making it even with their tight budget. So you really need a plan. You need to know, okay, what, because if you don't do that, then what's going to happen? You're going to leave your job, you're not going to have a plan, and you're going to sink into depression. Okay. I think that the very first thing is to have your plan. So it's not like, oh, I'm leaving my job, but I don't know what I'm doing. Or it's not like, oh, I'm leaving my job, but you're rushing to get another job that might just be like another bad job for you. Okay. You know what I mean? So you need to have a plan. Okay, I'm going to leave my job. Now, do you have something in the bank? You need to have, especially if you're living by yourself. Now, if you are someone like myself and you tend to be a spender, okay, you like to spend money, what I recommend is to pay off certain things for 6 months to a year if you are able to. 6 months at least. Pay off your bills for 6 months. Pay off your rent for 6 months. Take care of important things for 6 months. Like that, you have 6 months to do the things that you want to do before you start earning the cash. You know what I mean? Do these things. This, because some people are spenders. So let's say you put 6 to 7 months worth of your gross income so that you can pay your bills on your bank account. But if you are a spender, maybe you're going to spend that money on other things. Okay. So don't do that. If you are a spender, recognize that you are a spender. And I'm going to bring a little bit of finance videos for you as well, for people like myself, so that I can show you what is working for me, and that maybe you know yourself how you can work around that for you. So that's the third thing that I have a plan. Now, to have a plan, you need to work on it. Okay, what am I going to do? You need to know what it is that you're interested in. You need to know what is your passion. Your passion is something that really doesn't allow you to sleep. It's that one thing that if you could do it and you never got paid for it, you would still enjoy it. It's that you're going to turn into a business, a possible business. Okay, but in order to find it, I find that you have to be able to kind of like, it's not something that you wake up with and you're like, oops, I found my passion. No, for me, it had to be trials and errors, like working with other people and seeing my passion. So your passion, you're going to discover it. And if you have to look for another job, make sure that you're looking for another job, but another job that is going to bring you the fulfillment that the other one didn't. So many people bounce from jobs to jobs to jobs to job, going from bad to worse. You just don't want to do that. I think that so we talk about cutting expenses. We talked about taking care of the important things. We talked about having a plan, okay, for your life. And we talked about jumping. Like, once you have your plan, do it. It's never going to be the right time, guys. It's never, absolutely never going to be the right time. It's never going to be the right time, but you have to do it. You have to jump. You have to look at yourself and say things like, this is it, I'm doing it. You have to do it. If you don't do it and you keep waiting, also, don't ask the wrong people for advice and opinions. Don't do that. Don't ask the wrong people for their advice or their opinion, because the reality is, you have to go with people who are, sometimes you have to take you gotta hold on to your own things. You have to um, keep things to yourself and just do it. Excuse me. I'm talking a lot and I'm getting hungry. I'm sorry. Now, what I can tell you is my decision to move back to Haiti, I did not consult to anyone. First of all, I feel like at this point in my life, I really feel like I'm an adult. I really feel like I am too old to count to ask counsel from people who are not going in the same direction as I am going. For because I was working, people would have been like, "Oh my God, are you serious? You left your job to come to Haiti? Haiti just had a hurricane. Like, what are you doing?" Like, I didn't want to hear all of that. I didn't want to hear all of that. I knew exactly what I was coming to do in Haiti. I knew exactly the opportunities that were in Haiti, and I knew exactly that my work needed to be done. I needed to be in my country. So I did that. No one knew, but I took care of what I needed to take care of in order to be here. So the last thing is to do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. And then as you're doing it, you're going to see it's going to work. It's 2017, guys. We don't know how this economy is going to go down. We don't know how certain things are going to go down. So be careful. Take your chances now because in another year or so, you may not have these same opportunities anymore. So these were the videos that I wanted to put out for you for today. If I have time, maybe I'll make a third one. Maybe not. Thank you for watching and you have a beautiful day.